John with Epic Keto Meals, and you can see today I'm not wearing a hat. I actually do have hair. Some of you have probably wondered I'm usually wearing a hat in these videos, so did just get a haircut, so we will rock that today on the video. But more importantly, coming to you with a new series that we are calling Keto Travel Survival Guide. And the first trip that I took about 4 weeks into my keto diet was to Las Vegas. And I was really apprehensive, knowing that one, I wouldn't be able to work out a lot or possibly at all while I was on this trip for work. Two is that, alcohol, right? Let's just say at Las Vegas, there's lots of alcohol everywhere. And three, when you're traveling for work, you're sometimes going to events with set meals. You also might be traveling with colleagues who aren't, watching kind of what they're eating, and so they might be dictating some of the places that you're actually eating dinner at and some of the meals that you're having. So, I wanted to share with you guys some tips that I learned along the way that helped me. First things first, prepare yourself. So I made sure I got all my workouts in prior to leaving. I also did fast for about 20 hours the day prior to leaving. So I wanted to start in as good of a place as I possibly could before going into this trip. So, this, as I mentioned, was a work event. It was actually a conference. So at these conferences and trade shows, you almost can't find water, and every beverage out there is either a sugary drink or coffee. So, make coffee your friend, your best friend when you're traveling. It helps me a lot to keep me alert, keep my metabolism moving, and allows me to, fast intermittently while I'm traveling as well. So I actually find that getaway day is a really easy built-in fasting day for me. If I'm taking an afternoon or early evening flight out, a lot of times I'll just have coffee and then I'll have my first meal of the day at the airport prior to going home. So, on meals in Las Vegas, right, there's plenty of steak, plenty of sushi. My favorite place is Sushi Samba at the Palazzo. Remember, when you're going for sushi, that you want sashimi, right? Sashimi is just the fish. The nigiri is the fish with the rice underneath it. So Sushi Samba has plenty of sashimi. They have a great sampler. It's, I believe, South American, Brazilian infused sushi. So everything has a little bit of a kick to it, a little bit of a spice, which of course I am all about. So you'll also find at some of these events, there's appetizers, there's set meal. And you can find things like sliders, charcuterie, tacos. I've just found myself losing the buns, losing the taco shells, and eating the meat and cheese and the fillings out of those types of things. So that wasn't too bad. I also did try to have some salads along the way to really kind of rehydrate my body and make sure that I was getting enough vegetables and not just meat and cheese. Fish, salmon, steak on those salads, but definitely important to make sure that you're not neglecting your vegetables when you're traveling. The other big thing about Las Vegas, as I mentioned, alcohol. So I personally, I'm a beer guy. I love beer and I love whiskey. So I was very conscious to drink only light beers, even if it wasn't my favorite light beer that they had. I limited it to that, and then later in the evenings, I would switch to vodka soda, which is not, again, my favorite, not something I ever really drank, but something that I felt I've adjusted my diet. I need to adjust my alcohol intake as well. So at the end of the trip, I came back and was really excited to see that I had actually lost weight from when I started. I think a lot of that had to do with the intermittent fasting. I know the alcohol certainly didn't help. I didn't cut that out. You might be able to, but I still had to drink a little bit. So that's how I did it. It wasn't too difficult. It definitely gave me the confidence I need going forward and really true belief in the keto diet to know that every time I take a trip or a vacation, I'm not taking 2 steps back, right? I'm able to maintain somewhat And to me, that makes all the difference. I always felt that I was taking 2 steps back whenever I was eating a higher protein, low fat diet. And now I feel great. I've got the confidence I need to continue on and produce more videos and recipes for you guys. So stay tuned. We'll be going somewhere else very soon, and I will document that on video as well. Go over to the website, check out the full blog post for more information. You can see all the helpful tips that I recorded along the way. So thanks for watching, guys.